So I got inspired to Gaia inspired me to do this video. She nudged me because I was out in the ocean and I was playing with the ocean. The ocean to me is very closely linked to Gaia's energy as well. The wind was so strong that the chair started taking off, and that is a little bit too much. But it would have been very fitting for what we're going to talk about, because it is about the elements. Because I was in the ocean and I was waiting, because the waves are quite big, and I was waiting for that wave. And then I caught it and I started paddling, and it just took me all the way, using my body, not surfing, but still. The momentum of that wave is the same. And no, just in that moment, Gaia told me, this is how I want you to serve me. I know, I want people to serve me. It was talking about me and my feeling and my joy for catching that wave. But she was also saying, this is what I want you to do with me. This is what I want all people to do with me. To serve my energy. That's really what we're being invited to do. And that's really what happens when you pay less attention to your thoughts and your habitual behavior and start to adjust your energy field so that you make sure that you close all of these realities from the dualistic perspective. And these are also ideas about how to be, how to work, how to show up in a way that is mostly authentic for you. And that's going to change so much. We can't compartmentalize life. We can't say, work, then we behave in a one way. Social, then we behave in one way. At home, then we behave in another way. We will let the guard down and we can be ourselves. It's not meant to be like that. That's compartmentalizing. So all of those things needs to go. So when it comes to surfing her waves, Gaia's waves. Gaia has waves of both ascension and purging, and everything is built for these bodies to go and allow ourselves to heal in the most natural way. But for that, we need to get out of the way. More of the masculine aspect of how it should be. But most of that is distorted. Most of the training of the masculine is distorted. All of the push, and to, you gotta grind and you gotta force it and all of that. It doesn't have to be that way. All you need to do is to include the feminine. Meaning, your body is the feminine. So we have to include that as part of ourselves. Meaning, we have to behave through the bodies how and who we really are. Truly, not hiding anything. Not making stories to pretend nothing. Not pretending that you're too small either, but go into your authentic power. which is when who you are shows up. It's different than from the mind and just creating from the mind in a way. You know, it's bringing through all of you into this experience. That's the only way that you can actually serve Gaia. She wants you to learn how to surf the waves of energy, of her energy. She has an energy. Have you noticed? Have you noticed every day is a different flavor? Have you noticed every day is a different kind of feeling if you pay attention to the body? Sometimes it's like, feels a little odd. What is this? This is a different flavor. I can feel like almost like there's something brewing in my body that wants to be handed over. You know? And that's the natural rhythms of Gaia, helping the body, everybody, to heal. There is a natural flow and river of healing that you can tap into when you're connected to her and you learn how you can read these signals inside of yourself, fully embodied, who you truly are. If you're interested to even start that journey or continue, maybe you're far ahead, but you're missing a little piece. Jesus came through and asked me to channel 28 days of consciousness shift. So if you're interested, there is a link in the bio. You can sign up, and there is an accompanied text with it, with some assignments to start to relearn how it is, or remember how it is to, fully comprehend how things are working here and start to actually live. Because that's what it will do for you. Because it will show you the natural rhythm and the power of connecting with this environment in the most natural way that you're meant to, which is plugged in. Many beings are still not plugged in. And so this will start that process of plugging you in back into the natural matrix so that you can finally feel who you are. None of other people's stories, none of the conditioning, to actually unwind and feel safe enough in these bodies so that you can just open to life, open to surrender to that natural flow. It will take you places that are exactly meant for you. But there is a calibration of how to think so that you don't stop that process or hinder that process. You can never stop the process altogether, but you can try and deviate, right? So I can just say that they have guided me every step along the way of unwinding my body to get back into more joy, what to inject, and they are so loving. They're showing me everything, what I need to do exactly, and what things needs to be corrected. And I share that with you in the 28-day consciousness shift, channeling Jesus. All right, that's what I wanted to share for now, and I'll talk to you again in the next one. Gaia has a lot to say today. I can do this for you. Look. At least you get to hear her a bit more. And right by the beach, which is about 10 meters from here, it's a lot of wind. That's why I decided to go here. Oh, it's so wonderful and so magical. I really, really enjoy these. I hope you enjoyed these channelings where I bring in inspirations from, today was from Gaia. Wanted to say something. If you enjoy this content, then there are more content like this where we dive deeper. Sometimes after I will add in some more, and that is sometimes not visible here. In order to get access to that, all you have to do is you have to complete the 28 days all the way through, and then after you will get a chance to join the community where everything will be, you will get much more access to everything in there. And so that is available to all of the ones that have gone through that. So if you haven't, sign up and then take that 28 day, commit to those 28 days, and then you'll be rewarded afterwards. All right. Thank you so much. That's what I wanted to share for now. That's what we wanted to share for now. And we'll talk to you again in the next one. Ciao.